if you go back home and you're not a different person than the one that came here, then this has been a waste of time, okay? I've always said that to come to an event like this, if you want to be somebody, there's no cost to it. This did not cost you one penny to come here. If you spent $500 or $300 or $1,500 to come here, folks, that's an investment in your business. You have to invest money, you have to invest time to get a reward out of it, right? And so you made a great investment, okay, of time and money here to be somebody. Now, folks, I am a believer that when you get ready to win, something inside of you changes, okay? And I hope you have something here that you got here that would give you a reason to go home, and tomorrow you'll be a different person than you were when you came here Wednesday or Thursday. And I don't mean hype. I think the worst thing some of you can do is go home and tell your partner, if she or he was not here, or go back and tell your family or your teammates, what you're gonna do and all that kind of crap. That's great if you want to do that, okay? But what I think people need to see is somebody doing something, right? It is time for you to quit starving. It's time for you to quit fiddle farting around, okay? It is time right now for you to move your business. And folks, I believe this. I believe every hour, every day you delay putting something in motion in your business, the probability begins to get greater that you're gonna fail. I believe that. Something big happened in New Orleans. Big stuff, okay? And folks, you have the motivation, you have the information, you have the ideas to go back and change your life in A.O. Williams. But every hour you delay in doing something different, the probability is greater that you will fail long range. So you better race home, and folks, you better do something different tomorrow than you were doing last week. And you better be a little bit more enthusiastic, a little bit more excited. You better see one or two or three more people, and I believe this is the last thing I'll say. I will go to my grave believing you can change your life in 30 days. There are some big people in here at one time at A.O. Williams that were making big money in the pools. And they've been devastated. We changed compensation. They were not building people. Their income was cut dramatically. And they've just been sort of sitting in idle for a few months, hoping that something was going to happen that was going to catapult them back into big time. Some of you people are going to have to make some serious decisions, folks, because nothing's going to happen to you unless you make it happen, okay? You got to get intense. You got to sell out, balls to the wall, go do whatever you got to do as long as you got to do it to make it work. Now, folks, in business, some of you old timers that ain't, you've been here 5 years, 7 years, 15 years, and you're not everything you wanted to be at this moment in your time. Folks, don't sit around and think that A.O. Williams is going to come up with P&C and group insurance and new compensation. See, unless you do something different, folks, you got to act like you did when you were a stud, right? You got to go, you ought to get there. I'm going to run Jimmy Meyer's tape 2 weeks from tomorrow on TV. Man, you ought to get Jimmy Meyer. You know what makes you? Meyer was not smart. He didn't have no business training. He didn't know what to do, but he just would not be beaten. He was totally balls to the wall, totally intense. All he had was faith going, right? So some of you old timers, you got to sell out one more time. And folks, every hour you delay in selling out from when we leave this arena right now, the greater probabilities are 5 years from now, 10 years from now, you're going to be disappointed one more time. Some of you new tigers in here, you come here, you're not where you want to be. You're intimidated maybe a little bit right now. All I can tell you, folks, when we leave this arena here, when you go home, folks, I believe you can change your life in 30 days. I believe if you would go out the next 30 days and you would let it all hang out, okay? If you've been talking to 3 people a week, go talk to 3 people a day, okay? Go call an emergency meeting when you get home, okay? And you go do something different. And I'm telling you, you're going to be miserable because you're going to go back all hyped up and all jacked up, and you're going to go out there and you're going to find it's still tough to prospect. Your people still going to quit. Your competition's going to be nasty. You're going to see the same old ugly world, okay? And you're going to meet defeat after defeat after defeat, and there's going to be a temptation just to throw in the towel and give up. But I promise you, if you've got the courage to take what we've given you in New Orleans and go home for 30 days and go balls to the wall, totally intense, totally excited, when you want to quit, just somehow muster up the courage and go out there and just keep going for 1 month. And in 1 month, folks, be honest with yourself. If you don't see progress, quit and go get you a good job. And if you see some little flicker of hope or change in your life, then folks, get it up for one more time and go another 30 days, right? And I believe in 60 to 90 days, folks, you won't believe what will happen in your A.O. Williams career. I love y'all. Have a safe trip home. Bye-bye.